The power of said demon princes was feared even by dreamers. These demons belonged to the elite of Zathrath, therefore, they had to exterminate the greatest available force that they had on their side until then. However, the gods assured them they would support them, giving them the second best comrade of demons at their disposal. It is in this part of the story that for the first time in Tibia, to a certain extent, fear and weakness on the part of Zathrath and the evil gods are mentioned. Bazir and 12 other elite demons were selected by Zathrath to plan and lead the ambush. They would use the prisons to catch the demon princes when they least expected. With the knowledge, power and magic of the demons, the advances were unexpected. The power of the prisoner increased to an unthinkable level. Both sides became convinced that this was the only way to take down such powerful demons without losing legions. Until then the day came. The prison was ready for the trap and the demon princes were called to oversee the prisons. Obviously they didn't suspect in the slightest that it was a trap for themselves. The city of dreams rumbled, an enormous power shook the lands and the feared demon princes appeared with their great power and glory. There were Prince Drazak, Sephirat, among other elite demons supervising the constructions made. Everyone was nervous, expectant and excited about what the plan would bring. The elite princes eliminated, without bloodshed by the dreamers. Thus they would be able to rule unquestionably. Although they suspected treachery, even a plot from both sides, they held the keys to the prison. The plan was based on trapping the demon princes in the prisons, weakening them and countering them with the elite secondary demon force. The trap was released, the demons were trapped, but the allied demons did not appear. Then all hell broke loose, the hundreds of nightmare creatures unleashed to attack the demon princes were no match for them, they were all shattered in a matter of seconds. Nobody imagined the immense power of the princes and most of the dreamers' people had been dismembered. When everything seemed to come to an end, the allied demons finally appeared. Apocalypse, Lurin, Infirmity, Vazrok, among others charged against the already weakened princes. Still, demons like Sheldrax and Ashfela were torn to pieces at the hands of the princes. Part of the demons that cried on the floor were dragged away with magic to preserve their lives. One or another prince succumbed to the power of the allied forces, but the battle did not go in the direction of the dreamers. Then the plans they had and intended to use were unleashed, the nightmare beasts. Although they did not rival the power of the princes, their powers were unknown to them, so at least they managed to distract them long enough to unleash the last hope they had and the only thing that could save them from such a disaster, the dream stolen from the dream catcher. In desperation, ignoring what this could cause, a great explosion was unleashed. The city of Roshamel collapsed, killing most of its inhabitants. The devastation was enormous and all those who remained in the battle were totally weakened and rendered unconscious. Demons, dreamers and princes were left lying on the ground with blank minds. Other dead, dismembered without being able to be revived. After some time passed, the few who were left alive managed to open their eyes. The nightmare creatures fed on the unleashed energy and burned with power. Many of them merged with even some fallen demons, giving life to creatures of power never seen before. Among them the most powerful known, Gaz-Haragoth. Those demons that had escaped from the battle, like Zitrax, approached smelling blood and swarmed over the fallen princes with ravenous force. No more than 12 princes survived the slaughter, however some of their minions remained alive and fled. Then the author wasn't able to understand what happened. He looked down and his body was completely mutilated and his life force began to run out. He walked away from the city, stumbling through the ruins. The noise of battle was no longer so loud. He began to reflect on his life, on his achievements, on his beginnings. After all those years of lies he was already exhausted and he didn't intend to try to recover, even if he could. He saw himself once more as one with the dreams, riding over the nightmarish plains on howling winds. He regretted not dreaming a little more instead of pursuing goals that didn't even belong to him. His last words were based on leaving the bearer of this document in charge of a responsibility. His last hope and wish was written on these old papers, which will help people who understand. Thus, the last member of the first Dream Masters came to an end.